baby.
Hey, Jim! Speed bumps. Hey, happy Monday morning. It's going to be a heck of a Monday here. I am currently driving over towards the motorhome because I'm going to be meeting a guy who's going to put 6 new tires on it. And we'll watch him do that if he'll let us. And then I might actually try and drive the motorhome around on that parking lot where it is, see how the brakes work and all of that good stuff. And then, because, well, it's Monday, and, you know, when you have some crusty old BMWs, if you have them that really behave well for a while, I've noticed that they get jealous when you get another project vehicle. So yesterday, the X5 took a crap, and let me tell you, not just any old crap, it took a pretty spectacular crap. But I'm going to have to deal with all that. I'm going to do that in a separate video, which pretty much has to happen today because the X5, it's sitting in a parking lot about 3 or 4 miles away from home because it's not going anywhere, and we couldn't even tow it. But again, that'll all be in, I'll probably post 2 videos today. One that's happy of the motorhome getting tires, and the other, probably huge frustrations trying to get that damn X5 home. Anyway, let's go see if we can find the tire guy. Ha ha ha! There's our new tires. There's our bus up in the air. And there's Jesus, the lovely gentleman who's going to install our new tires. Woo-hoo! He's using a pneumatic jack. Six Hankook. Regional Hall. And that thing's noisy. Just like that. It looks like the tire cover was back there. Now look at how this works. The inner wheel is held on with this lug bolt, which has the smaller thread to go on there, and then the outer wheel goes onto this actual lug nut and is held on with these much larger nuts here. How funny is that? Wow, had no idea that's how they worked. Now I do. Good to see someone else do this before I ever have to. See the water dripping off the exhaust pipe? Wow. I'd say that's got a bit of a flat spot on it. Look at him go. You're fast. Yeah, if you notice that water dripping off the tip of the exhaust pipe there, well, I ran into my first real issue here, and that is I filled the freshwater tank on Saturday, and filled it up to full until it was actually overflowing out of the vent. And thought that it was just the overflow, but it's continued to slowly drip like that. And when I got here today, the water level, when I left on Saturday, it was full. And when I got here this morning, it was a quarter full. So there is a leak somewhere in the water system. Whether it's a tank, if it's a fitting, if it's a, I don't know. We'll have to explore that. So that's the first real system problem that I've had here. So I'm considering myself damn fortunate so far. That's how you break a bead. Well, wow. Just like that. Good thing he's fast. I need all this. I'll need all this extra time for the dreaded X5 project later today. Here come the new boys. Woohoo! First new one's going back on. We have 6 new tires. So that means, in theory, I should be able to drive this thing today. So how about if I start it up, let it idle for a little bit and get all its air pumped up, inspected all the brakes. Front brakes look like they've got at least 3/4 of the pads left. Rear brakes look like about half. Everything else seemed to be okay. The shock absorbers looked pretty rusted out, but that doesn't need to happen before I drive it. But I probably will have to put some shock absorbers on it. Interesting thing about the tires, it had one mismatched tire, which was on the driver's side front, and it was dated, it had a date code of 1979, and the other 5 tires had a date code of 1980. And this tire guy said that most of the time motorhomes, they don't wear out tires, they age out tires. And he said usually it's best to replace them about every 7 years. He said if you actually ran them until they needed to be replaced from wear, they'd probably go 75 to 100,000 miles even. So, and these are regroovable, but we would never do that. I doubt we'll ever drive 100,000 miles on them, but we'll probably do at least 8 or 10,000 on them as we're going across the country and then driving all over the East Coast once we get there. But I'm going to try and start it. Try to move it around here. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, we've been running for about 5 minutes. Air pressure's up. Brakes feel good. All right, so I'm releasing the parking brake and we're going into neutral. Oh, sorry, we're going into reverse. Here we go. Oh boy, it's moving. The brakes work. Woohoo! It's a bus. Holy crap! The brakes work! It's alive! It's alive!
It's moving. It's alive. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. Oh, it's alive.
Doesn't get much better than that. This motorhome likes me. It's cooperating. Runs just fine. Blows a little smoke, but hey, that's all right. Steering seemed to be okay. Everything's good. Well, this worked out great. And now on to try and rescue the X5. I'll put that in a different video. Thanks for watching. Yay, the Bluebird's live.